I just feel so many things right now. Maybe it is an enemies to lovers story and I've just been thinking that I was being silly, but maybe not. Hello Claire Bears, it's Elsie. Welcome to my channel. If you are new and if you are returning, welcome back. There was a lot of content that I missed in January and then a little bit at the end of December as well. So today I'm going to be reacting to some of the things that I missed. I'd asked all of you in a recent community post what things I should be checking out, and so there's going to be 6 videos I'll be taking a look at today. So thank you to everybody who left a comment there, and we'll be working through in chronological order. So starting with S.COUPS Me and then all the way to CIX's Lovers or Enemies. Got a lot of videos, a lot of songs to cover, so let's get into it. But before we do, please don't forget to give this video a like if you enjoy it and subscribe to my channel. I really hope you can't hear that buzz sawing happening outside. For today's beverage of the day, we have some Well Greens juice. So it has spinach, kale, apple, celery, lemon, and ginger. I feel like days when I go to the office, I eat so poorly. So I thought I would have some green juice for today's video. And I was going to change out of my work outfit, but you know, I was feeling the profesh vibes, so I stuck with it. So let's get started first with S.COUPS from 17 and his solo song called Me, where the lyrics and composition was by S.COUPS and Bumzu. And thank you to the lovely, as always, 17 Lyrics for providing the lyric video for this. And I recognize that this is a January comeback catch-up video, but this had been requested and it basically came out end of December, so you know, still counts. And I'm not really sure what to expect here from an S.COUPS solo. Something tells me it's not going to be what I'm expecting. What it is I'm expecting, I don't know, but there's just something telling me it's not going to be like a traditional rap song, and maybe it'll be ballady, I don't know. So let's listen to Me. Oh, a rock song. Ooh. For a second I was wondering whether we were gonna get like a black eye. Oh, I knew we were gonna get a rap song. Ooh. Ooh, these are vocals though. Two different worlds of who I am inside and outside. Oh. Huh. Yeah, it really feels like he has, like, it feels like he has his true self that maybe he feels like he's concealing, and that he's portraying another self to the world. And so it's one of those things where he might think, oh, well, then do people actually like me for me? Like some of the things that he was saying before. And, you know, it might make him feel afraid to be his real self for a lot of reasons. It could be not just, I'm afraid of whether or not people are going to accept me, but it can also be, well, if I just start acting differently, is that going to come off as strange to somebody if I, you know, completely change who it is that I am? But, you know, I kind of feel sad that he's feeling this way, that for whatever reason, he doesn't feel like he's showing his true authentic self. And who knows, I guess I could take a little bit of a closer look at some of the lyrics in terms of if it's that he's portraying himself to the world as a different person, or if it's specifically with somebody. Okay, so every day when I push through the front door, I feel like I've become a different person. So it's, the moment he steps outside of his house. So I wonder if that partially has to do with that like idol persona of you feel so much pressure to be a certain person or be who people need you to be, especially in a world of, media training and being so careful about what you say, because even just the slight miswording of something can make people attack you or offend people or whatever it is. So, that's maybe part of it. And then another thing too is sometimes, if you're going through a hard time, if you're experiencing like a lot of pain and you don't want to burden that pain on somebody else. It's just, I'd rather not worry somebody, or I don't want somebody to feel like they have to take care of me, or I don't want to upset somebody, so I'm just going to keep my feelings to myself. But it's so hard to build like a real connection with somebody when you're not able to express those feelings. But in a way he is, though, because he's telling that to us, that he feels like he's portraying these two different people, which is how you establish that connection with somebody, is when you are able to share those feelings that you're having like he is with us. And I'm sure there's so many people who are reading these lyrics and are thinking, oh, I know what that feels like. I know what it feels like to pretend to be somebody that I'm not, or to, hide my true self or my true feelings about something. Anyways, I could go on and on and on about this subject, but let's keep watching. Shut that smelly mouth up. Oh. It's like conviction. Ooh. I love his delivery. I love that like raspy voice he does. Just feels so raw. It's interesting that the song is called Me, but they're translating it as I am here rather than me. I just had a thought of, I'm curious if with this instrumental where there's like the rock elements, but then also the poppy elements and then a trap beat, if that's trying to portray through the instrumental this idea of feeling like two separate entities that are kind of housed within one body, and that the like multi-genre representation is part of that. Yeah, I really liked this, and I loved the topic that this explores because, again, I just feel like it's so relatable, and there's so many people who could listen to this song and say, oh, that's me, whether it's, struggling with putting two different people out there to the world because it's that you're afraid to show who you are, or that maybe you're hiding something to try to protect somebody else, or, be something that someone else needs you to be. But, bottling that up and keeping it all in, I'm sure can feel so limiting, and that you feel almost like trapped within your own body, especially with lyrics like words that are easily said are all lies. Those lies become the truth. So it's like you say it enough times, how many times do you need to say it for it to sink in and become reality? And during that time, I couldn't say anything, I couldn't do anything, and that just like, that must be, I just want to give him a hug and tell him it's gonna be okay, you know? And this lyric of you who didn't let go of my hand when I wanted to die, like, I don't know who this is specifically directed at, and that if it's, you know, something towards CARET, having the fans and knowing that during these difficult times that we wouldn't let them go. But regardless, if it's CARET or if it's someone else, I'm glad that he has this person who can be that support point for him. And S.COUPS, I hope you're doing okay. I hope you know how much CARET loves you and supports you and wants you to just be you. And that's why I worry about idols. I worry about idols all the time because I'm always just so worried of like, are they taking care of themselves? Are they doing certain things just to make the fans happy, but it doesn't make them happy? Do they ever get tired of this life and want to just like retreat and go somewhere where no one knows their name and they just can't do that because they have to do activity after activity after activity? And I try not to think about it too much because then I'll just get sad and it's not something I can control. But S.COUPS, hope you are happy. And I promise to all of the carrots out there watching that I am going to continue on my 17 journey. I have semicolon next. And again, I promise, I'm going to get there. I'm going to do it, I think, February sometime in the next couple weeks. So very much appreciate your patience as I have somewhat bitten off more than I could chew in terms of the groups that I've been covering. So next we have a song from Siyeon from Dreamcatcher, which is Start Over. And I believe that this is a cover of the theme song from Itaewon Class. And you know, this might get me canceled by viewers of this channel, but I do not watch K-dramas. They are just unfortunately not ADHD friendly because so many of them are so slow and so long, and it's really hard to do anything else while you watch because you have to, you know, look at the subtitles as well. So I've only I can count on one hand how many K-dramas I've watched, but Itaewon Class is one of them. And I got to visit the restaurant where it was shot when I was in Seoul. So I'm familiar with the song. I can't say I know it from beginning to end other than the chorus of "But in the sky, whoa, whoa." So I'm interested to see Siyeon's take on this and if she adds a little twist, a little spin to it, or if it's, you know, pretty much just a straight up cover. So let's watch and find out. And there's a whole music video to go with it too, which is cool. Ooh. Really like that sunset shot. Oh, are we getting a whole like storyline here? Oh. I feel like she changed the key. It sounds higher. She's just like, she's such a natural. Makes it sound so easy. But it's definitely not. This version feels so much more motivational for some reason. This is so beautifully shot. I think it's because her vocals are just more powerful than the other singer that I remember. So just like, has like more of a punch to it. That was so beautiful. I feel like I'm inspired to go achieve my dreams. And I'll never get over Siyeon's vocals because she always just makes it sound so freaking effortless. She's singing like a pretty high note there. Like I'm trying to think like, so like an E flat above high C, which she's doing that like chest voice, so no falsetto or anything, and it sounds so clear, and like again, like she's not even trying. It's very hard to make any note above high C sound like you're not trying, at least for us mere mortals. And I get why the original singer was a man, because you know the main character in Itaewon Class is a man. It's about him achieving his dreams of running a restaurant, but I easily could have seen this being the original. So yeah, really enjoyed this cover, and you know, I doubt it is, but it would be nice for this to be added to Spotify because I would listen to this. So next we're going to be moving on to another cover, which is Solar's Love Has Gone, which is part of her Gamsung series part 7. When I saw, you know, Gamsung part 7 and then Love Has Gone, I wasn't sure what this was. So I looked it up, and someone said on Reddit that it's her cover series that she started in 2018. Gamsung means emotions, so most of these songs have a sentimental vibe. Holy cow, and the original came out in 1992, aka the year I was born. So I feel like if I know Solar, this is going to be like a ballad, maybe like a power ballad of some kind with a OST vibe to it, but there's also an accompanying music video, so let's watch and listen to Love Has Gone. Pretty.
지금 이 순간 솔라 감성.
Do we have captions? We do. She's so stunning. It's rude, honestly. This looks like the pool from TXT. I'm blanking on the song name.
어제는 하루 종일 비가 내렸어.
I love her deeper voice.
자욱하게 내려앉은 먼지 사이로 귓가에 은은하게 울려 퍼지는 그대 음성 빗속으로 사라져.
I literally have goosebumps everywhere. She looks like a beautiful bride. It gives a vibe of like she was left at the altar or something with that dress. Ooh. Do you know what this makes me think of? Is almost like the Disney princess renaissance that happened in that like early to mid to late 90s or like late 80s to the early 2000s as kind of like that Disney renaissance period of, you know, like The Little Mermaid and Lion King and Mulan and all those really just iconic Disney movies. And this almost feels like it could have been a song from a Disney movie. Like, there's so many things about this that remind me of a ballad that you would hear in a movie like Part of Your World or Reflection. There's just something about this song that really reminds me of that, which is why it's kind of funny that it did come out, like the original of this song came out during that era, because it was like, that was the immediate thought I had, was just like, oh, it would be perfect for a Disney movie. And my spacebar doesn't want to work. There we go. Oh yeah. This is classic 90s ballad vibes. Ooh. Key change. Another classic 90s characteristic. I don't know if that's the right word. Ooh. This is so beautiful. It's so touching. You feel everything she's feeling. She has such a good job at delivering those emotions. Doesn't she just give princess? Oh, this was so beautiful. Oh my goodness. And I'm really, really not a ballad person, but this was just so gorgeous. And I feel like sometimes I think my problem with ballads, or, you know, when ballads aren't my favorite, is when they can get really just like schmaltzy and over the top. But this did not feel like that. This felt very classy, and she delivered just the right amount of emotion without it being like overkill, you know? And it wasn't like super cheesy or anything like that. It just felt so pure and raw and honest, which is why I feel like that's when ballads really resonate with me. So this needs to be seen by more people. 172,000 is not enough. It should be 172 million. And you know, you don't just cover a song from the 90s to like make money or something like that. When you're doing a cover like that, you are doing it because you love the song and you love the music, and I could feel that. It just like, oh, she just oozes so much authenticity when she performs. So I just appreciate that about her so much, and I feel like she's a true professional, and she just has so much maturity and grace and elegance to her and everything that she does. So I look forward to streaming the crap out of this later. But all right, we've got lots of solo performances. So far, it's only solo performances. There's only going to be one group in this video. And the next one is I.M from Monsta X, and it is his song Slowly. So according to Ian, it's a really chill and perfect song for the cold and chilly season that we are going through here in the northern hemisphere, at least. I feel like I've been lucky though this year, because it really has not been cold by Canadian standards. But you know, I find that this time of year I listen to a lot of like lo-fi music. Lo-fi Girl is my most viewed channel this time of year, and it's not close. So I don't know if this is going to have that kind of vibe, or more of maybe like a singer-songwriter-y coffee shop type of vibe. But either way, I'm ready and looking forward to it because I don't know if I've seen or heard a solo song from I.M before, and something, again, like with S.COUPS earlier, tells me that this is going to not be a rap song and more of a poppier, chill, maybe R&B or lo-fi type of song. So let's listen and watch the official visualizer. Oh, I just noticed there's a feature on it too. Ooh. I'm sorry, I was just like really not expecting those vocals from him at all. He sounds like a crooner, like so jazzy. I have to start over because I was just like, the shock just hit me and I stopped listening for a second. The seasonal affective disorder is hitting you. Holy cow, there's so much snow there. There's more snow than here. This is so beautiful. And I like those like acoustic guitars as well. I was not expecting this. So smooth. Oh. It's interesting that she's not in it. Whoever this is, her voice is very beautiful. It's nicely suited to a song like this. I just want to comfort him, you know? Oh, hi. I feel like I've heard that name before. Wait, she's a rapper? Huh. Oh, that's how I remember, because I think she was on a song with Jihyo, right? Yes. Don't want to go back. But this really does feel like the perfect song for, you know, being in a coffee shop in the dead of winter when it's snowing outside. But, you know, it's absolutely wild to me that with his style in terms of his rapping and just like his intensity, that he can go from that to a song like this that has such a like quiet and soulful vibe to it. So, you know, obviously the talent is there. It does have that winter feeling to it because it feels like the vibe of the song is about, you know, this being a hard and difficult time, but even if it hurts, it'll only be for a little while. So even though, the winter sucks and it's cold and it's miserable, it's only going to be for a little while and it's not going to last forever. Although, let's be honest, in Canada, it feels like winter lasts forever. It's basically half the year is winter. So I appreciate the optimism, I am. And if I leave it alone, time will cover everything. You won't know a day until night. I guess I was too excited for my own good. And that's the thing, is like happiness is so relative, right? Like the expectation versus reality. If I'm in the winter time and I'm expecting the worst of 10 feet of snow and minus 20 degrees Celsius. If I get a minus 5-degree day and no snow, it's like, okay, But then if you're expecting 30 degrees and sunny and instead you get a minus 5-degree day, then obviously that's going to feel a lot worse, which is always why, you think of how you dress in the fall versus how you dress in the spring when it's the same temperature outside. So it feels kind of like, even though there's a somewhat melancholy vibe to it, there's still a hopeful feeling to it as well of, we'll get through this. The night is darkest just before the dawn. And I would love to hear more of I.M's vocals in the future, because clearly if he's making a song like this, he has a desire to sing more. So I would be here for that 100%. But all right, we're going to move on to our next song now, which is IU's Love Wins All. This was a very popular request for this video. According to Jake M, it's truly a masterpiece of cinematography and storytelling. It debuted at #1 on Malin, Genie, and Bugs in South Korea. What's Bugs? And is as of 10 days ago, it was #1 on every chart. It's truly a phenomenal song and music video. And I was really surprised when I went to add this song to the playlist that I put together for all of my reactions, so that I have everything all together one after the other, that Taehyung was in the thumbnail. So that must have been recorded before he went off to do his military service, right? So yeah, I feel like the bar is set high and I really can't wait to check this out and see what's gonna happen here. So let's watch the music video. Oh. Starting off intense. Oh. This cute.
나의 가난한 상상력으론 떠올릴 수 없는 곳으로 저기 멀리 from Earth to Mars 꼭 같이 가줄래 그곳이 어디든 오랜 외로움 그 반대말을 찾아서
This is so beautiful. I'm just so like engrossed. So like the cloudiness in his eye is gone. Oh, is she signing? So is he blind and deaf? Oh, this is such a gorgeous song. Yeah, cinematic masterpiece indeed. be such a cute couple.
어째서 우리는 서로일까 세상에게서도 많죠.
Sounds like just like with Solar earlier, this sounds like it could be a Disney princess song. I just feel so many things right now. It's just like, this is so beautiful, but you know that none of it is real. Because, you know, she's saying, run away from the world. Go to the end with me, my lover. Will it be a bad ending for us two gone astray? And I slowly film you with my eyes, like trying to remember and take in the moment. Oh my gosh, this is so... It actually gives me physical pain because they're just so cute together. But wait, hold on. He can't be... She was signing to him, so he can't be blind. Maybe it's like in one eye. Maybe I should just finish this and then I'll think about it a little bit more. But no, not the cue. No. No, is he gonna sacrifice himself? Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. The acting in this. No, and she just covered the one eye. And like covering his eye from what was about to happen to him, like, oh my gosh. I could just feel this like pit in my stomach of everything that's happening. It's 4.5 minutes in and I already feel so invested in these characters. The acting and the song and everything about this is just so well done. Like, how do you manage to do that in such a short amount of time and make you care so much about the outcome of this? And, you know, maybe it's partly because I know IU and Taehyung, but anyways, see how it ends. Oh my goodness. Ugh. I can just feel my heart like breaking in two. And obviously it's just so sad based on the outcome, but at the same time it's really beautiful just how they stuck together till the end. And you know, that love wins all message, and it really embodies that go to the end with me, my lover line, this music video. But I'm really curious about, like, for example, all of these dark figures that are here in this video, and you know, they're kind of just running around as if they're not there. So what is it that they're kind of representative of? Is it that they're you know, ignoring their reality and the things that are kind of looming large over them, and just as like a visual cue that this isn't reality, that they're in some kind of like denial even. But I just like, I don't even know what to say, because this was just so beautiful and touching and heartbreaking from start to finish. Literally the first second of the video, it just throws you right into it. But, you know, if you have any theories about what they showed in this video or any of the meanings, then definitely let me know in the comments. But we're now going to get to our last song of the video here, which is CIX's Lovers or Enemies. And it's so funny because when I initially saw that Lovers or Enemies, when I looked at it really fast, because like my brain is just coded to think this way, I thought, oh my gosh, enemies to lovers, my favorite romance trope. And then, you know, I looked at it again and realized it was not that. Too many romance books have just rotted my brain. And this is now going to be my third CIX song that I'm listening to. And from what I understand, there's a lore in that sort of thing, because Save Me, Kill Me was part of that. And now we're getting another song here, another music video. So I don't know if this is going to be a little bit futile in terms of trying to understand what goes on in the music video. If it's part of that lore, I feel like I would really have to go back to the beginning and start from the beginning, because I do really enjoy decoding the meaning in some of the videos. And, you know, I really enjoy the like AT's cinematic universe and TXT's storylines, and Dreamcatcher had like a mini one. So, you know, this is definitely something that interests me, that I would want to go back and do, and maybe do a marathon of some kind. So if there's anything that I should know in terms of lore and order, because, you know, there's times where it's out of order and it's just like, oh, this was a prequel and blah, blah, blah. But, you know, if there's any kind of good resources for understanding the CIX lore, then hit me up for sure. But, you know, for now, I'm just going to react to the Lovers or Enemies music video and check out the song, and hopefully it's fun and it's good. So let's listen to Lovers or Enemies. C9. Oh, cool. Just they're topless from the beginning. Ooh. Oh. So are they superhuman and perfect is what I'm getting. Explains so much. Can't be ugly. That is right. Ooh. Yeah, this is very 80s-ish. Ooh, I like the high-low harmony there. Oh. I don't think I've heard a CIX song with rapping in it before. Because I just heard Cinema and Save Me, Kill Me. Ooh. This is so fun. It feels very theatrical. Oh, it's so cute. That note though. Well, then maybe it is an enemies to lovers story, and I've just been been thinking that I was being silly, but maybe not. I was just like so focused on the music and the song that I was really not focusing on what was happening in the music video other than just like their beautiful visuals, because in my head I'd kind of like already decided that I wasn't gonna understand the lore. But who knows, maybe it's not related. You could tell me in the comments, because my current interpretation is that they're these just beautiful, angelic, perfect cyborgs who have been created in a lab to be kind of like the perfect boyfriend. And you know, saying all of these things like, first time halo of you that captivated me, you're so dazzling that it hurts, like the two of us are quietly intertwined, but then just like boop, it changes. If it goes to extremes in an instant, love or hate, it can be ugly. And my baby, you're killing me or you're healing me. There are two choices. Depending on your answer, will be lovers or enemies. Sounds tumultuous, because you just imagine these like 5 beautifully lab-built gentlemen being at your beck and call, telling you how captivating you are. But you know, obviously it's not real, so how great is that actually? Philosophical question for you. So you might start to become lovers or enemies with yourself, of, you know, doubting the ethics of it. It's very much like a situation from Her. But again, I could be totally wrong in the way that I'm interpreting this. I still don't know any of their names, by the way, or anything about them. So it's hard for me to have like a bias yet. But you know, every CIX song that I hear, I absolutely adore. So it's going to be hard for me to stay away. And I feel like I should check out some kind of guide in the future. And I really want to continue to check them out. So maybe one day I'll do some kind of CIX marathon. But yeah, I feel like just the K-pop industry continues to produce some fantastic music here. And it felt very like ballad focused in January. Maybe it's because it's like that wintry vibe for music, of it feels a little bit odd to put out like a really fun summery type of song that's really intense. But I really enjoyed checking out all of these songs, and a big thank you to everybody who left a comment making a suggestion for what I should check out. So friends, thank you so much for joining me for my January comeback video. I already know I'm gonna have a load a ton of things that I'm going to be covering for the February comeback video, because I know P1 Harmony has a new music video out. 10 from NCT is releasing a solo album. Chaonu is releasing a solo album. Moonbyul as well. And then ATEEZ is gonna have a Japanese single. So I feel like there's gonna be a lot to cover in February. So if you feel like there's something coming out that you definitely want me to cover, let me know in the comments. I know I'm definitely gonna be doing a dedicated video to LE SSERAFIM's comeback and TWICE's comeback. But anything else you feel like I need to check out, let me know down in the comments. And as always, let me know if you have any thoughts about any of these videos that I reacted to today. I always love to hear your thoughts, and I read every single comment. Even if I don't reply to every comment, I read them all, so please don't hesitate to share a thought. I would love to hear from you. But until my February 2024 comeback video, I hope that you are doing well, staying safe, taking care of yourself, and I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day.